Hello, my name is Alice Fischer. It is April the 29th, 2025, and I remember growing up in the Church of God in the Viter Church of God in Viter, Texas. I was born and the church began when I was about 1 year old, and I was dedicated at about 1 year old, and my mother attended the Church of God there, so I attended the Church of God. And I remember our pastor, R.N. Davis. He was a wonderful man, and he was a character. He had a lot of personality. He loved to be very colorful in his speech, in his pronouncing of words. For instance, Deuteronomy was deuterometers. He would talk about being lower than a snake's belly in a wagon rut. He played a bass, and he would jump around as he played the bass and hop around as he praised the Lord. And one of the songs that he loved to sing was Job's God. And through my life growing up, I've often gone back to that song where it said, "Though God slay me, yet will I trust him." And I can just see him because that exemplified his life. He loved God with all of his heart. His education, I can't remember exactly. I don't think he finished high school, but while he did not have the degrees that someone would have to be considered educated by the world standard, he was a scholar of the Word. And I remember going to Bible college after graduating from high school and sitting in my Bible college classes in Fresno, California at West Coast Bible College, and listening to men, wonderful godly men, teach the Bible. And so much of it I already knew because of R.N. Davis's preaching. I remember how he could take the Word of God and make it practical to where it affected your everyday life. And I knew how to live my life because of the stories that he told and how we should act and how we should react based on the Word of God. And it wasn't just stories of something that happened years and years ago. It was practical and taught me how to live my life today. And I love him and am so thankful that he was my pastor. And it's such a pleasant thing to remember what he poured into my life and how he influenced me and who I am today. Thank you.
What do you remember about his style of preaching?
Oh my goodness. It was very colorful. He would preach and be up and down all over. He was never still. He would write notes on the back of envelopes. He would write things on little pieces of paper wherever the inspiration hit him and whatever he wrote down. It just came together. It was not something plotted and planned out with 3 points and a conclusion. Sometimes it was, but that's what I remember about his preaching. It was dynamic and it was practical to every day in his life. And it was often told with examples of what he experienced, times that were hard in his life when God came through, miracles that happened. He ran over his daughter one time with a car, ran over her head with the car, and he just knew he had killed her, and he was calling out to God. And when he got out of the car and he ran out, he said Peggy was running behind the car, holding her head, saying, "Wait for me, Daddy, wait for me." I mean, things like that just inspired your faith. Very simple, childlike faith. So, thank you.